Day could be getting an exciting new home, so we'll get into that. We'll also check out what's up with Cody Rhodes, Triple H, and more. Starting things off with the New Day. The news about the New Day departing ways with WWE really hit everybody hard, and it was a big emotional loss for the company and a big loss of talent as well. More information has been coming out regarding their release, and some things there have been confirmed by Kofi himself. It was not a direct release out of nowhere. Reports claim that the New Day was allegedly approached with a request of restructuring their newly signed contracts by taking a pay cut. But it seems like the pay cut was so significant that it was pretty much offending to Kofi and Xavier. They declined the pay cut offer, so WWE and the New Day mutually parted ways when they couldn't reach an agreement. So it wasn't just a shocking release. They wanted to keep them but reduce the salary by a shocking amount, and the New Day felt insulted by the offer and walked instead. Reports claim that this is a budget-cutting tactic that's allegedly going on right now. Not only are we seeing names get fully released from the company, but reports claim that several superstars have been approached to take a significant pay cut in order to remain with the company, and how some stars have accepted the pay cut. One of the major stars that didn't agree to the major slash in their pay was the New Day. And a lot of fans do appear to be on the New Day's side here. Kofi has spent nearly the last 20 years of his life with the company. Xavier Woods has been there for well over a decade. Fans think it no doubt had to be insulting if they really were offered such a significant slash in their contract value. Kofi indirectly confirmed that the pay cut was the main reason for the departure. In Kofi's goodbye statement, he offered his advice to fans for them not to ever compromise or accept less than their due when it comes to your worth. That advice there by Kofi does appear to be a reference to the events that led him to departing the WWE. He was offered an insulting low offer and was not willing to accept less than what he believes his worth is at. And for that reason, Kofi and Xavier had to go their own way and leave the company since they strongly believe they're worth more than whatever the big pay cut offer was from WWE and TKO. It's reported that Kofi and Xavier have a 90-day no-compete clause. But once those 90 days are up, they'll be free to sign and appear anywhere they want to. Of course, the popular pick everyone is going with right now is AEW. If the offer is right, fans really think it's a solid landing spot for Kofi and Xavier. AEW star Bobby Lashley is even pushing strong at the idea of getting Kofi and Xavier over to AEW to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley had this to say about the potential addition of the New Day to the Hurt Syndicate in AEW. Quote, "I think the problem that we have right now is that the Hurt Syndicate is too strong. If we bring those guys on there, we'd be just unstoppable. I don't think there's any guess game in what's going to happen next. I think Kofi and Woods, I think they're just amazing talent, and I think that anybody and everybody is going to throw in their money to try and pick those guys up. Hopefully they come to AEW, and if they do, we'll try to get them if we can, because I would love to be able to work with those guys. I like those guys. I've worked with those guys for years over at the other organization, and if they ever come over here and wanted to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate, it's game on." End quote. So Bobby Lashley acknowledges that it may be hard to sign Kofi and Xavier because they're going to be some massive free agents here in the coming months. But if AEW can sign them, he wants them with him inside of the Hurt Syndicate, and he really believes that group will be fully unstoppable with that massive addition to the faction. All the fans just want to see nothing but great success in the next chapter of their careers here. The New Day was hot in WWE as babyfaces, and they were very hot initially with their heel turn a few years ago, but it seemed like they just never knew what to really do with them, and everything fizzled out there. And if they can go to AEW and have an immediate impact for the Hurt Syndicate, it will definitely be an exciting moment that would have fans buzzing for sure. Triple H recently shut down a big idea that Cody Rhodes had. Coming out of the WrestleMania 42 Night 1 main event, Cody's eye was completely destroyed and shut closed. Despite him not being medically cleared to compete at the time, Cody Rhodes was still going to be on Raw and Smackdown that week after WrestleMania. So Cody's idea was for him to wear an eye patch for those appearances, following his eye injury at WrestleMania. Cody was thinking it'd be a great idea because it gives him a little new look, and Cody was also thinking about the merchandise opportunities, such as creating Cody Rhodes action figures that includes the eye patch. Cody said that he even had the eye patch with him in his hand before going out in the ring, but it was Triple H who stopped the idea cold in its tracks. According to Cody Rhodes, Triple H said Cody was absolutely not going out there with the eye patch and turned it down. Cody did not really explain or expand on why Triple H rejected the eye patch, but it appears that Triple H just wanted everyone to see the real damage to Cody's eye. Maybe Triple H felt like putting on the eye patch would have grew the conversation that Cody's eye injury was fake. So Triple H wanted Cody to go out there with no eye patch so that everyone could see the results of that brutal WrestleMania match. That definitely seems like it was Triple H's mentality and why he was against the idea of Cody putting on the eye patch. Cody said that with all the WWE Unreal cameras constantly rolling, he feels like there's a chance that we'll see him putting the eye patch down backstage during a future episode of the Unreal TV series. Cody Rhodes also revealed that he's interested in taking on an office job for WWE one day down the line. Cody noted that he recently visited WWE Global Headquarters and he spent the day visiting different offices and departments to get an authentic feel for what an office role would look like with the company. Cody reflected on his time as Executive Vice President in AEW, but feels like he ultimately failed at that job. But he did learn a lot through that failure, and that's what has him once again interested in coming after an office position and role. He's going to all these offices in the global headquarters to see if he fits anywhere, because he got the desire right now to get into that field as his ring-in career settles down in a few years. As far as what's going on with Cody Rhodes right now in the ring, he's about to kick off a feud against Gunther. Although Gunther is a scary threat to the title, especially considering all the big names he retired over the last year, fans still feel like Cody will escape this feud still as the undisputed champion. So watching how that feud and story plays out here will be exciting through either way. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.